Hi, it's PeriPeri here from chilli.co.za. I have got a taste test ahead of me here that I actually haven't been looking forward to. It is one of the super hots, and having tried the Carolina Reaper just recently, this one here is very much associated with that. Quite a similar pod, and also incredibly hot. And yeah, without further ado, I'm going to introduce the Brainstrain, the Trinidad 7 pod Brainstrain, which, just to give you a little bit of background, has been hybridized and grown by a chap by the name of Cappy. I don't know who that is, but that is his name. The Brainstrain has become a chili in its own right. It's got this sort of Moruga-ish kind of shape. It's a spherical kind of pod that has loads of little flaps hanging over it with a little underbelly, a little teat sticking out underneath. You can see it there from underneath. You can see the outside skin. So again, loads of folds. The outside skin on these is all very rough and dimply, like an orange. Yeah, lovely specimen here, nice and red, lovely ripe specimen. Quite a big pod. Obviously, they do vary in size, and often heat has a lot to do with that when they are growing. I can tell you from my experience this season that they do grow. They're slow to produce pods. The plants that I've got growing in my garden have, and I've ght 2 plants, not a big yielder of pods. Fairly large plants. We're probably looking at about 1 meter in height. And on mine, I've probably got a good 6 or 8 pods on each plant. Now, I've already mentioned these are definitely super hots. Couldn't really find much information even on the Brainstrain, the official website, to establish the kind of Scoville heat rating on these. I am led to believe that it is ridiculously hot, hence my apprehension to actually taste test this one. I think I've become a little bit shyer after trying the Carolina Reaper, but yeah, that's what I'm here to do, and that's what I'm going to do. This is a very ripe one. It's been sitting there in the kitchen for the best part of this week, so a good 3-4 days, and I've been avoiding it, but you can only avoid things that long. So without further ado, I'm going to snap off the stalk. No, a little bit of a naga smell coming through. I'm going to cut this one open so that you can see what it looks like on the inside. Oh my goodness. There's already loads of yellow capsicum coming out of that pod. You can see it there, cutting it open, and quite a few seeds. I'm going to take these seeds out. I don't really want to eat all the seeds, so I'm going to take these ones out. And I can tell you from actually looking inside this pod that there's definitely a lot of oil, capsicum in this pod. This season here in South Africa, in my experience, has been an exceptionally good year for chilies all round. We've had very hot weather, which has produced some exceptionally big pods on all of the plants. and we've had some pretty dry weather, so that you can see here on my gloves, there is a whole load of capsicum. I'm trying to get these seeds out. This is not a pod to mess around with. It really is exceptionally hot, way hotter than most people would ever come across in their normal, ordinary lives. But we're chili heads, so we're bound to try these things occasionally. Oh, it's got a lovely smell. It really has. It's got that 7-pod smell, but very, very deceptive. Smells very fruity. Smells very sweet. But I can just tell that's not going to be a pleasant journey. So, what else can I tell you? The plants have grown, as I mentioned earlier, relatively easy, no hiccups, no problems there. Quite slow to get pods, but again, no problems. Some of the plants do suffer a bit with chili maggots and insects gnawing at them. This one has not. Thank you. My assistant has got a cup of milk for me there. I'm going to try and chew this in the usual fashion for the best part of 2 minutes. I'm really not looking forward to this, but anyway, it's got to be done, right? Mm. Hmm. Wow. What a lovely, lovely fruity pod. And it always is. While it's in your mouth, you can get those flavors. Really nice. Little bit of a... Ooh, it's trying to make me... Yeah, it's certainly succeeding. Apologies. Little bit... Ooh, hiccups. Little bit of a bitter taste to this. But really some quite lovely fruity flavors. Quite a soft buttery texture to this pod. Already the heat is cranking up. Quite a lot of heat being quite a lot of heat being generated at the front of the mouth here. This is definitely a creeper. I can tell. This is going to be very, very hot, and it's one of those where the heat just very slowly builds up and up and up. Yeah, the more I'm swishing the saliva around in my mouth, the more the heat is building up. It was at the front of the mouth. It's now going to the back of the mouth. It's reaching the back of the throat now. I hope the hiccups are going to stop just now. That's the one thing I don't enjoy. Yeah, but some Really, really nice flavors in that. I can recommend it. Some pretty severe burn building up there. I definitely, I mean, without a doubt, this falls in the same category as your 7-pod. Hiccup's still going. Yeah. Quite a peppery burn. Whoa. And the hiccups will not cease. Yeah, quite a peppery burn to this one. Lovely fruity flavors. Definitely in the fold of the same stable as 7-pods. Obviously, it is a 7-pod Brainstrain. How does this compare to a normal 7-pod? I would say its flavor is very similar. Tears are still going here. A more all-round burn in this particular pod. The front of the mouth, the sides of the mouth, the roof of the mouth, the back of the throat. And certainly giving me quite a bit of hiccups. But yeah, it would be a lovely chili to add to stews and curries, and certainly for making sauces. It's got quite a lovely burn, and I have to say, the thing I struggle with 7-pods is this fact that they are super hot and they will just hit you, and that heat will just spike, and then after 15 minutes that heat will just dissipate. Its right eye is just weeping for some reason. But this has got a gradual build. It's got a gradual build. It's not just going up and dropping me. This is a burn that's going to last quite some time. So it's really generating quite an intense burn around the mouth, at the back of the throat. We've got that hot cold business going on, hot poker business at the back of the throat. This is not as hot as the Carolina Reaper. If there are people out there saying that these are as hot as the Carolina Reaper or the Trinidad Butch Tea, I would say no. But that having been said, this is an incredibly hot chili. It is without a doubt in the region of about 1 million, 1.3 million. I've seen those figures banded about on the internet, and I would tend to agree with that. All round, a lovely pepper, and yeah, we seem to run out of time there. I'm still standing. My last notes to you, yeah, a good pepper, really nice, lovely burn, a good flavour, and a good one to grow in the garden. Pleasantly surprised. It wasn't as hot as my mind had imagined, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think that's quite a nice thing, and I think that makes this pepper much more applicable to cooking and culinary, and for a lot of people this may be extremely hot, but a lot more palatable. So that's me, yeah, PeriPeri, signing off. A little bit relieved to have tried this and to not have been knocked for a 6. And of course, if you want to grow your Brainstrain plant and get your Brainstrain pods going this season, you can get your seeds at chillihead.co.za. That's me signing off. Cheerio. Bye.